Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
That's crazy. He got instantly checked.
Right, Kid Maestro had to do something all humans got to do, and we checked
his ass.
We said, nah, bro, that Kid Maestro going to the bathroom. Hell nah.
You got out here so fast, man.
What up, y'all? This is Type Beat. My name is I Make Mad Beats. Man, you had to walk out the room to blow your nose? That's crazy. Okay. Hey, this is I Make Mad Beats. Welcome to another episode of Type Beat, live from outer space in Unapologetic Studio. It is me and my cast today.
Yeah. LJ1S.
Unique.
C Major.
Kid Maestro. Y'all look so caught off guard.
Bro.
Yeah.
I guess.
Y'all look like that's the first time I ever did that. We should go back to every episode and watch how y'all responded so you know next time that this is the thing we do. Indeed. How y'all living? Y'all good? I don't care, man. Let's go to the top.
Niggas is about to respond.
He's like, yeah,
Actually,
man.
today's been a bit rough.
What's the topic?
You know, we're in the future. The future is now. So, of course, we're talking AI. Again, I feel like, today's the future. You know, AI is changing, so we're going to keep talking about it. We're talking about AI. We're talking about
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. You know what? Producer, artist teams. Is that still a thing? Has that changed? If so, what changed? We're talking about being political within your art, having a political stand. Is it something that's necessary, you know, or not? I feel like we should. I'm gonna start with the AI. So shout out to Elo, man, just everything else that's been going on with this AI. But like the homie Elo's been going crazy and like playing these AI songs that he created. Some of them legit
That's an odd statement.
AI
songs that he created.
It's weird, but
He prompted them. Right.
Yeah, but like
the new kind of created.
that's what it is. That's where we at now. So like it's odd, but in the spirit of that, like he's made a few AIs. One of them caught me off guard because it sounded like it was him, and I was like, and he was like, "Nah, this is all AI, the beat and everything," which was crazy. So. As producers and engineers and artists, like, how do you all feel about the changing of AI when it comes to the music world?
Well, I think it's pretty exciting. I mean, obviously, like we're so in the beginning. It's like crypto in the beginning, where it was like so just like folks just doing whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the world just needed time to figure out how people were using it, how people were abusing it, and how other people can control it. And so that's all eventually gonna catch up. And you know what I'm saying? So this time is unique because it'll never be another time like this.
Right.
So I'm excited for the ride just because.
That's so crazy.
Damn, no Diddy. I'm excited for the journey, the trek, because for two reasons. A, the end of the world is probably coming. I don't think I'm gonna be here, so you know what I'm saying. Just might as well, take advantages of like what's coming.
Man, it's been the end of the world all my life, bro.
You know what I mean? But clearly, you know what I'm saying, things are just lining up, right?
No, for real though.
Singularity theory just really plausible now. You know what I'm saying? ChatGPT is now remembering all your different chats. cross-referencing days is getting smarter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
so you know,
Cars already
it's
driving themselves.
exactly cars driving themselves. Like,
Facts.
The future is now.
it's
The future
clearly
is
coming
now.
up. You know what I mean? And you know, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. You know what I'm saying? It can't be used for good while we here, while we wait on, you know what I'm saying, the sun to blot out. So I'm
Boy,
excited.
you good, bro?
Man, he's going
That
through
nigga
something.
depressed. That nigga at the end of the world. Hold on, bro. Let's switch let's switch,
Hey, dog, God been talking to that man. He just
let's switch this podcast.
can't let us know. So he,
This is a mental health podcast now. We're gonna do a mental health check-in with my boy.
Bro, I'm smiling.
I know, bro. Niggas be smiling at me.
hey, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So anyway,
So was Joker.
I'm
For real.
right there. You're right. All right. Well, okay. But no, I'm excited for all of this stuff just because, you know, my personal stance on I'm a sampler. Like, you know, I'm excited to just get new and unique samples to like flip and do my own thing and be a part of the creative process. Like that's the thing. Like,
I feel
you know, I mean, we could talk about like the career part of it, but like, if what I'm doing, if my process is still bringing me that same fulfillment, you know, like it just still is what it is when it comes to making music. And so to get some unique sounds that nobody might have is, I mean, that's like finding a record nobody got. That's all
true,
exciting.
true.
So
Yeah,
it's hard
yeah.
not to be excited about the possibilities of that.
Man, it's I love it, but at the same time, it is. I mean, I guess not for me because I'm not someone that's being sampled or whatever in that regard. So, like, I guess for me, it's
I was
exciting.
just gonna say, what if though?
But
Like,
no, but I'm saying like in a sense that, you know, we look for records, we break down records, drum breaks or whatever. Like that's not me. I'm not one of those producers where I'm gonna have like you're gonna find some soul song and be like, oh, I'm gonna sample this. It's possible, but that it's not like
you saying you're not the type of producer that's going to.
no. I'm saying like I'm not the one that will be sampled in that regard.
Right, okay.
Like I'm the one doing the sampling. I'm the one searching for the records or whatever like that. So for me, it's enjoyable. Like it's exciting. It's an exciting period, because it's like the ones that Elo play, like to be able to still get that sound and put your own words. Like I found it was pretty dope. But I can't imagine like if you are one of those artists who get paid royalties and stuff from being sampled, if like no one's sampling you anymore and everyone's creating their own thing, like.
I would feel you if it wasn't for the history of sampling.
Yeah.
Because niggas was not trying to let niggas sample in the first place.
Hold on, bro.
Good.
Hold on. I gotta make sure we catch that part. I would feel you, except for all the evidence that is against you. The history of what we've been doing. But other than all of that, I would feel you. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean is, okay, it's like the classic robots are gonna take away jobs
Right.
argument, right? So
that's factual. That's already happening.
It's happening.
Right. So there's that side of things, which obviously there is a downside to that. People losing livelihoods from that. But when I think about sampling, in the beginning, niggas had to fight to sample. And over and over again, you see people who are being sampled really, you know, exploiting that, taking 100% of the song.
Right.
You know, all kinds of stuff. Like it's not the obviously we've evolved into a different space, but the origins of this way of making music hasn't been received by the people who made the original music that we sample.
Right.
And you know, largely it's been like the litigation is vast.
Right.
And so now that there's, you know, before AI, there's Splice and people making like loop soul sounding packs and whatever. Like, you know, so if somebody's worried about them not being the artist that gets sampled anymore, I don't know. I feel like that's just an evolution that you're just gonna have to eat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
that's a tough cookie.
Tough.
And I love sampling. You know what I'm saying? And I've personally in my own work have like gone to lengths to make sure that like I'm at least not everything, admittedly, but I'm taking steps to be able to make sure that the music I'm sampling does get cleared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not saying like fuck the
Right.
the older artists that we sampling, but I'm just saying like I don't know if I'm just gonna be like I feel sorry for people whose music not gonna get sampled no more
Fuck
because
y'all
music is coming out. Like I don't know. Especially since them niggas didn't want to sample this shit in the first place.
So man, you still bitter, ain't it?
That man was there with the first sample, like, I fuck your shit.
End of the world coming, so fuck
But
it.
I was gonna say, what if AI made it easier to get things cleared? Because technically, you're using AI's intelligence to recreate that artist, and they've, pretty much shown us that they can pretty much mimic anybody. So what if you did like a David Ruffin song or a Stevie Wonder sample or something like that? And
Yeah. Okay. So this goes back to what was that Pharrell joint?
I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that.
Blur.
I
All
was
right,
just
so
thinking
this
about
goes back to that because that was a landmark scenario because they sampled a vibe,
that. Yeah.
right? Which means that like direct notation and progression, like it's not like being able to say, "Hey, that's mine." It's not limited to specifics in that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
That's an extremely slippery slope. But to me, if I'm just staying focused on the current topic, that means that even if AI is used to replicate a vibe or a sound, you're still opening up yourself to a potential lawsuit. Yeah. If one can somehow prove that was your desired aim, you see what I'm saying? Like if somebody, if there is a record of all, see, it's one thing to be like, all right, I want to make a song like Stevie Wonder, and then you just messing around and you just pressing keys, and all of a sudden you make something, blah 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 blah. It's another thing to prompt something, and then the fact that you prompted it that way is somewhere digitally that can be found.
Digital
If somebody
footprint.
could say, hold on, let's get a subpoena for your Chat GPT history, you know what I'm saying, or whatever
That's
software you're using is to recreate
crazy.
this, and they'd be like, oh, look, he put in I make mad beats type
That's
beats.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what?
Like,
I mean, yeah. I think
oh, you got that complaining tone.
I mean, I mostly agree. Like, like don't use it that way. Like, nigga, bro, the technology is like, don't use it that way. You know what I'm saying? Just like put in something else, bro. Like that's what this whole AI shit is. Like, it's about how creative you could get with your prompts. I was watching this interview with this AI artist who, her story, she was a classically trained pianist.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to everybody listening, watching. You know what I'm saying? We got some viewers in the house, man. Please feel free to drop a comment. Let us know how you feel about these topics. Kid Maestro, go ahead.
Yeah. So her whole story was she was a classically trained artist, right, and went to school for it, all of that, and pianist, like, just very art. If something happened, it was either a neurological issue or an accident. I can't remember right now, but something happened where she lost the use of her hands, and so she couldn't do those art forms anymore. And so she picked up, when the technology came around, she started using like Mid-Journey and DALL-E and all that kind of stuff to do it. And over development, her style became very distinct and repeatable. So she was getting consistent results with like her own unique style. And she talked about how like it's all about how creative you can get with your prompts, like knowing exactly, like being specific enough to be able to get it to make what you want it to make, to get your vision out. She even talked about the fact that she studied film. She like either interned or went through some program to study like film production, so she can understand lighting and camera angles better, to be able to put into like Mid-Journey, DALL-E, or whatever, all these things that she was using to like get the exact results. So I feel like it's the same way. Like, you can put in Isley Brothers 70s song, or you can
Do
get
some new
creative,
shit.
and you know what I'm saying, and not, you know what I'm saying. And then when they subpoena your chats,
Yeah, some shit that ain't nobody. You
it ain't nobody name attached to it.
typing
you know what I
in
mean? Like,
porno titles and shit.
Subpoena
That's what I
your
would do.
chats.
Man, so
Bruh, if that's, I think that there's something to discuss there is the fact that in this realm of things, there will be a digital fingerprint on everything you do.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's no more just randomly playing music and people hearing it once it's coming out. Like, if you're truly in that prompt world, then you're leaving evidence of exactly what you did to get to where you got. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's like right now it's the Wild Wild West, so it seems fun, it seems like explorative. But what I'm really not looking forward to, and there are a group of people right now that are looking on a way to put some laws and some rules around this and make it like a commodity. Like it's just like sampling. Like it's a group of people that right now like thinking, all right, how we gonna stop people from doing this, or how we gonna monetize people off of doing this, and then it's just gonna get. I don't see it becoming like a free AI thing. Like this will eventually get like everything else, where or not even like it just be like we think we can do this shit freely. In 2 years, somebody gonna figure out a way to sue you for doing for doing
somebody
whatever.
gonna take it too far. And dang, I'm thinking now. So like, you gonna have to hire you just on some AI shit. Hire you like a soft producer. Gonna have to have a software engineer on deck that's on some to know how to talk to AI to type these prompts in.
Yeah.
That's
Hold on, real quick comments. We got Fox Arocha says, I'm sampling myself before they get to me. I feel that. Let's get it. I have thousands of beats. I'm definitely going to do that. I have already been doing that. So shout out to that. We got Eldridge, OG.
Big dog.
He said, great topic. Sampling is how some get started, the process.
Yeah.
My favorite producer will start with a sample and the end result is the product. The end result product is fire without the sample completely removed. This is something I do quite often. And usually, a lot of times, I'll just use the sample really as just inspiration or something to build around. Sometimes I just do that with a vocal. You know what I'm saying? Just something to build around, and then before you know it, you can kind of take the sample out, and it still holds the vibe. So, yeah.
AI sample packs, bro.
AI sample packs on the way. Splice.
Yeah,
Well, how y'all gonna deal with that?
Yeah,
Splice?
like-
No, I'm gonna tell you how Splice about to do it.
They gon-
Splice about to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Think about it. If Splice can create samples and don't gotta pay out
Get
nobody,
rid of the middleman. Yeah.
I feel that.
that's, now, LJ, that's the one that's kind of crazy. Like, Splice, a platform made for sample creators to like be able.
And that's
to
what I'm
base-
thinking too. Like,
But that's different. That's in response to the difficulties of people who made music that we were trying to sample. Like, so the whole culture of sample makers is in response to that. That's
Right.
That's
Right.
that's producer community forward to me.
yeah.
And so a platform that uplifts those people who are our people.
Cut them out.
Just be like cut off. It is a little crazy.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
why
I
I'm
mean?
just thinking like on some when it comes to the business side of it, like you
It's a
said,
business.
like Splice, like if you Frank Dukes, like you got in the game because of the samples you were creating, but now if you ain't needed no more, like somebody can just type in a prompt.
But
and,
that's okay. So here's the other part. Now this is what I'm uneducated on right now. When it came to like the visual arts, because I was paying attention to that pretty closely, the huge ethical issue was that Midjourney and DALL-E and all this stuff was trained on existing artwork
right.
that real people put out, right? And it was exactly what you're talking about. Oil painting in the style of Van Gogh of
Right.
a cat
Right.
licking somebody's face.
Why the cat gotta be looking?
And
Why you pause after licking?
you're supposed to have immediate words.
Follow up, bro.
You can't let people be like, what's going on?
A cat licking, he just look at you like.
itself. Okay. And so it was like, hey,
Man,
you
foul
guys
on the
have
plate, bro.
you guys have these models that are like clearly trained off of very specific people.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And so now it's like that's very likely the case with music too. It's like the models that these AIs are trained off of are from copywritten material, right? And without consent or compensation, these AI people can now sample the vibe of somebody,
vibe, yeah.
right? Of somebody specific. And so that's the one part I'm really not sure how to navigate is that side of things.
Yeah, because I'm thinking most of those platforms, like, they let it be known, like, we're not responsible for X, Y, and Z. So, like, who's taking the fall for it? If you use AI to create a vibe or whatever, like, and someone end up suing you, like, you gotta bite the bullet on that one. Yeah. That's
Oh well.
yeah. Oh well, and it's getting pretty good
just play.
too. Like, at one point, well, I always felt AI was going to get, like, pretty spot on, but, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it would be moving this fast.
Nah, Big Dog just said in the joint, he's like, AI would never replicate human feeling and emotion. Pops is getting close.
Man,
like,
super close, bro.
it's getting very
Super
scary.
close.
Like,
Like,
I don't
again,
know,
like I
man.
said, Elo played a song. I thought it was him.
yeah, I legit thought it's like, it's really like understanding inflection, tone, like all of these things.
After hearing the Red Sisters, what they call them, the Red Sisters, when they did the
Ah,
Sexy
yeah, that
Red
Sexy,
joint, bro, the
yeah.
harmonies and stuff on there, I was like, this is crazy.
That jump, I ain't even gonna lie, that jump was nice. Like, I damn near thought that it was a real song when I heard that, even from the cover and everything. Like, they,
Yeah.
man, shout out to that.
I seen one today. I think it was Questlove that posted it. It was Drake's what he called that joint? The diss, Kendrick diss, but it was AI in like a 70s Motown thing. It was talking to drop it, give me 50. I was like, bro, it's getting scary, man.
Speaking of which, Kendrick, where you at?
Kendrick.
Damn.
Get up, bro.
Man, we need you, bro.
Kendrick,
You got one job to do.
you deliberately disobeyed me.
Man, what? Damn. That man with the light.
Bro, why you sound saying that shit again, bro?
bro, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, okay, there has to be a deadline, and after that, no matter what he does,
don't even matter.
I mean, know what I'm saying? He could
No,
drop
for real,
the
though.
greatest diss track of all time, but if it's like, we got to figure out what is this time.
Not next year.
He can't exactly. It can't be 6 months later, and then he dropped a diss, and all of a sudden, oh, Drake wins, like, or Kendrick wins. Like, nah, bruh.
I feel like
You know
it's
what I'm
already
saying?
over, bro.
That's how I feel.
It's already-
That's how I feel. I feel like,
Definitely.
come on, bruh. Like, what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what y'all think?
He conflicted, bro.
Honestly,
It's
I'm
using
extremely disappointed, but I don't know, man. I'm very much feeling like, damn, it's already over. But that's just because, like, I'm trying to figure out what could you possibly be doing. You know what I mean? Like,
He said, you a rapper, bro.
How are you not in the booth?
When he like,
now I'm thinking like, okay, he about to drop a tour on this tour. Like,
Man, that would be
Like-
Ooh, that's only, bro.
like, you know what I'm saying? He making some crazy music video, John. Like, this is about to be I don't know.
This
Real
album.
quick, everybody, shout out everybody tapping in on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? Holla at us, man. We see y'all tapping in. Salute. Go ahead, my G.
Yeah.
Man, is this dude like? That's what I'm saying. Like, because this just seems so out of characteristically.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this, I just can't believe this is happening. To just believe that this man just is falling back. You know what I mean? So my anticipation is still really high. It's just being built up with a bunch of just like daily disappointment.
After Cole apologized, we ain't seen or heard shit from this man.
Cole, okay. I mean, what he gonna say?
Ain't he on tour?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
That's the fact.
Hey,
That's
bro.
the point.
We got Eldra says it's too much pressure at this point for K-Dot after what Breezy did to Quavo. Man, side beefs is putting pressure on us.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Shout out to the side.
This man
bitch.
looking right. Let Kendrick come out and talk about something. It wasn't even a diss.
Bro, I'm
out.
done, bro.
I'm out.
Nah.
I can't respond.
Yeah,
to Drake. This
I'm
was directed at Cole.
I'm surprised.
respond to
I'm
Drake. He's
definitely
not a rapper.
surprised that Kendrick hasn't responded yet, due to the fact that, like, these folks been sending shots for years. So it's like, I thought, you was
Would've
ready.
been ready,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Would've been.
Like, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. And you're nowhere to be found.
It's disappointing. But anyway,
He gonna get AI to write his
and
business.
then really much else to talk about because he ain't dissed nothing. or drop nothing. So I guess we can go on to the next topic or finish.
Nah.
up this.
Hold on. Nah, we still. You ain't answered my question.
What's the deadline?
What is the deadline? What is the official deadline?
If a nigga drop another song on you,
August.
if a nigga
August.
if a nigga back to back you, it's over with, bro.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Or it all falls down.
Nah,
I would say this. I'm gonna say this. What's today's date?
Yeah, what's today's date?
This nigga got to the.
He got to the 3rd of September.
Nah, this nigga got till May 4th. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let this nigga get into May. You know what I mean?
He got to May 4th.
Why
May
he got
4th.
to 3 days
That's
after my
Friday.
birthday? Why you can't push it back?
Nah, me personally, I feel like it's a wrap because he Drake already dropped 2 of them, bro, and then the second one
That's- I'm
had your
saying,
big
like,
homie on it.
I'm just saying personally, if Kendrick dropped something that murdered Drake on May 4th, then I would probably still say, yo, he murdered Drake. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I personally would look at it
You
if
really
it actually
would?
did.
I would.
So hold on, you think after all of that time and somebody literally scouring the planet for all this social security numbers and DNA evidence, and after 6 years in between albums, that he still can come back and murder Drake? Oh, you really?
I'm saying if he did,
Yeah.
I would accept it.
I'm saying so. Okay, so now I gotta ask. I gotta ask. Like, okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, right? For somebody to take that long to respond, like, what does the score have to be to beat Drake?
Bro, he got to end his career. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It has to
I
be
don't
like
think that's happening.
a murder off. It can't be like. It has to just be like, damn. It has to be a punch I didn't see coming. You know what I'm saying? Type jump. And that's
Drake gotta have
that's
another
really,
secret kid. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Right?
literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if he came out with something like that, I'd be like, damn, it was worth the wait. You know what I mean? Like,
What is 6 years with baby mama?
you know what I mean? That's
He was just doing that shit for facade.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. Hey,
Cause she got pregnant real weirdly.
she
during the
she
time
got
that she was
pregnant
fucking with
weirdly. That's an interesting jump. Weirdly gotten pregnant. All right.
weird insemination.
But you know what? You know what I've been thinking about, fam? I'm like, yo. Now this is. Let me be clear. Everything I'm about to say now is just wild conspiracy theory. I have no real basis for this. Just my imagination. Yo, I think that Kendrick. I wonder if Drake has something on Kendrick that Kendrick knows if he responds, Drake is gonna do to Kendrick what Pusha T did to Drake. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake knows something the rest of us don't know about Kendrick. Right? That's why Drake is coming out this confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know. Again, I'm just straight speculating, bro. Straight speculating. But there's something about that line when he says, I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. That feels kind of haunting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Like he on drugs or something?
Nah. Like, you know, Whitney is the name of
His wife, yeah.
Right? I be with some bodyguards like Whitney.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's.
Kendrick moving to New York? He's in a New York apartment?
Yeah.
I think Kendrick is like, damn.
Yeah, he
This
can't
man
even
knows something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel it. I see
Man
it.
jeopardizing his actual family.
Yeah.
I because that's the only. Kendrick is too competitive
Yeah.
to take this long. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like you said, it's either got to be the greatest strategy of all time, or you're afraid that Drake's gonna say something. And Drake keeps saying with every time he says something, he finds a way to say, and this ain't everything.
Everything I know.
This is not everything. Please respond so I can unload the clip. Please. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I really feel like get some credence to these jumps we've been watching too about Drake having ownership and all.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Because
What kind of name is Lucian, by the way?
That sounds like some devil
evil
shit.
ass name. Evil ass name. Evil ass name.
yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking. Because I'm like,
Lucifer is a mug.
Yeah.
I would be on some like, respond if I'm getting paid off of your response too. Like, if I own some of your work or every time you drop, I'm gonna get a percentage. Go on, respond, say whatever, you know. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, Yeah, but on some rap shit, man, you just gotta eat that bullet. Let him get
I don't
paid
know,
and
bro.
kill this man. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what Dr. Dre did. That's what Dre did. Like, let me be clear. When Dr. Dre and Eazy-E were beefing, Eazy-E still owned a portion of Death Row Records.
Yeah.
So even when Dre dropped the whole album dissing Eazy-E, in Eazy-E's verse and response, he says, "Cause Dre Day only makes Eazy's payday."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true.
Damn,
Every
yeah.
diss record Dre dropped about Eazy-E, Eazy got paid for.
Bro.
on some rap, hey, that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
So nah, I feel like Kendrick either's got something crazy, but you know, I mean, obviously there's a part in all of us. I hope there's a part in all of us that does not want to see Kendrick go out. So
Bro,
fucking sad.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't.
Nah, because it's this simple, bro.
Damn, he done put her.
Hey, Drake is the most commercial rapper in the history of rap.
Yep.
Right? There is no rapper more commercially successful as long as Drake has been commercially successful, you know, in the history of rap, right? So it feels like we can't have, and I say this with respect to Drake, but Vanilla Ice cannot beat Black Thought in a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, of course, I know Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the balance of power of hip hop has always been like, you have a commercially successful rapper, and then you have the lyricists. You know what I'm saying? Like holding down the powers of different approaches to rap. Yo, the most commercially successful rapper can't defeat the lyricist in a rap battle. Yeah. He truly becomes Thanos.
Bro.
Like,
It's up now.
How could you question him after that?
It's him and Jay, bro.
That's it. And then even with that, it's like even Jay lost to Nas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if Drake don't lose to Kendrick,
Yeah.
It's just gonna.
Didn't I tell you the end of the world is coming?
Drake is the sign at the time.
It's that's gonna be wild.
Snap his fingers, bro.
That's gonna be wild, especially knowing like it's been on record to know that like, even though apparently it doesn't matter as much, but that he has a ghostwriter. And like in hip hop, that's still a thing to me, bro. I'm like,
That is crazy. A ghostwriter beat the most
bro,
lyrics.
like that's crazy to me. Like,
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, but on some Thanos shit, you know what I just thought of?
hold on, my bad. Hold on, I gotta get to the comments. Big shout out to the comments. Yo, hold on. The comments is interesting. Eldris says, Neem with the history lesson is top notch. I agree, my guy. I gotta represent for the history of rap. No doubt. Alex says Drake is going to expose Kendrick for secretly being a midget on stilts this whole time. Okay.
what?
Hey, you know what I mean?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That came out.
If that nigga on stilts and still five,
That's wild. Damn.
my nigga, you couldn't have bumped up to 6'1". Still
On some
I'm gonna stay humble.
on some Thanos shit
Sit down.
though. If Drake is Thanos,
Yeah.
Kendrick might be Doctor Strange playing the long game. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Bro, it ain't no.
Hold on. Here go the Kendrick fan base. There's no way he's going out. There's gotta be something else.
Hey, bro. All I'm saying is, I'm just playing into the Marvel, you know what I'm saying, comparisons. In the movie, that nigga gave him the Infinity Stone because it was the long game. You know what I'm saying? Came back and won. So maybe this nigga just taking a long. Maybe he's just the master of time.
The nigga
coming with some.
The master of time?
Like Doctor Strange.
This is a regular dude from Compton.
You know what I'm saying? So
Come on, man.
This nigga lost.
we
bro.
got-
Let's call Drake Thanos, you know what I'm
giving this man powers and shit,
saying?
man.
Maybe. Kendrick is Doctor Strange. If he come out with a Doctor Strange, that's the name of the joint, bro.
Doctor
You're gonna be like,
I'm doing a whole Type B episode by myself. Nobody else talking. Nobody else can say shit.
I would not. I would not.
Snap his fingers, we all go. Like,
Anon says 4 kids in a trench coat type shit. Damn.
damn, bro.
That's crazy.
The whole CDE holding him up.
Yeah, this shit
tough,
over with,
bro.
bro.
That's tough, man.
Does this really kill Kendrick though? Like, can he drop another album if he don't?
Yeah, I think he can.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can't talking not talking no rap tough shit. Like
Nah, why you saying like that?
Talking no rap tough shit. No.
You meant that shit.
Hey, it ain't even the one person I'm interested in seeing how they move forward with their career is Cole, because the last few years he been on some I'm the GOAT, ain't nobody fucking with me type shit. So like,
He been on that.
yeah,
I think he's
so
gonna
for
be
him-
good.
J.
though.
Cole did it right.
I think Cole's gonna be good. I think Cole.
Hell no,
I don't know if he did
got
it.
out he lost. He accepted defeat properly.
nah, but that's what I'm saying.
Where his career is gonna be okay.
No.
Because what he did was he polarized people. He made a decision to where it's a bunch of people that fuck with him even more now, and now a bunch of people that hate him.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
He split, and when we see like
it's always
that, that's what the most successful people, they be dividing folks.
Yeah,
right?
but I guess what I'm saying
That's
is,
why I say he's gonna be good.
What I'm saying is like based off of the like subject matter stuff that he's constantly saying in his in these past couple of years. Like, how do you what's going to be your topic now?
He'll just go back to Cole, like boring, whatever it is type shit. I feel like Cole gonna be good. I feel like Cole would be better off than Kendrick. If Kendrick, I really feel like he was already declining. I feel like this shit right here can really see us like, all right, we not fucking with him.
How can we sing "Smoking on Top 5" anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like by Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like how can we sing?
But I
those
mean,
lyrics?
it's-
and he don't. And he didn't smoke this top 5 rapper.
But I agree, but that's the same thing I said with
Top one.
that's the same thing I'm saying with Cole though. Like he's been saying like he's ready for smoke with anybody, and then you come out apologizing after a weak ass diss. Like that wasn't even a diss.
Right. What
Like
I'm
how do
saying
you
is,
move forward?
Who is gonna love Kendrick? What I'm saying is Cole did that and made people love him. It made people hate him too, but it made a lot of people love him. Kendrick's actions is not making anybody like rock with him more, is what I'm saying.
I don't know, because I feel like that's still people that love Kendrick just like out of just the rap shit, is just as an artist creatively. Like I feel like there's still a strong fan base from that. We're talking from a perspective of like hip hop heads on some like we grew up with the rap beef and this and that. Like there's still a good amount of people that don't give a fuck about that To Pimp a Butterfly is their favorite album type shit, and Kendrick's capable of making stuff like that as far as the art goes. So I feel like he'll still be fine. But again, just like Cole, you can't come out talking that tough shit. Like that's why I feel like the fall off, the fall off. That's where that happens. Because
Kendrick can't talk no tough shit either.
I know that's what I'm saying. Neither one of them.
That's
But
what-
I'm saying, but Kendrick still is, when it comes to the art of like just music and art and creating, Kendrick is
Yeah, but
up there.
Kendrick he hasn't said nothing, so he's disappointing literally everybody. Like all his whole fan base is disappointed in him. When J. Cole apologized, part of his fan base became diehards. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
That's weak as fuck.
Nah, that's facts though.
It
Like, we
is,
hate
but
that
I
shit.
hate it, but yeah,
we hate
yeah,
that shit,
yeah,
but a
nah,
whole lot of
it's-
niggas love that man for this shit. This
That
is
shit
the era
crazy.
we in right now, bro. Like I feel like that's why I say Cole gonna be straight. I don't know if Kenny don't say shit. Even if it's over, bro. Like even if he did say some shit right now, like it's over with. And then he gonna drop another album, and then it's no TDE back, and it's PG Lane.
that's a
like,
big-
like really what's next for him?
But what did the last album do though?
And that last album didn't do too well either. Well, I don't know. That last album did really well. It did.
fire, right?
It did. Well, the album was fire,
No, it
but I'm
was
talking. We're
fire,
talking
but it
sales and shit. The album did really well though.
I don't know, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this man had crazy tours.
But I feel like compared to his other shit, it didn't.
yeah,
but
I don't feel like it. Yeah, I feel that, but I feel like it was still a good
in
ass
terms of
album.
like impact, it wasn't as
No,
Yeah.
not like it used
But
to be.
in terms of like commercial success and
It was pretty-
reception, I think
It did pretty good. Yeah.
Let's go on to the next topic.
All right, man. Yeah. All right, teams, man, artists, producer duos, like, how do y'all feel about those? Do y'all feel? Okay, so before we started, you made a valid point about the duos being the engineer and the artist now. And I can see that, but I'm more so like I'm wondering like when did that dynamic change?
I don't know. I feel like it happened in Atlanta somewhere.
This man said when. I don't know. But where I can answer. Atlanta.
I get why you said.
You know,
some real stuff though, speaking of Atlanta, like I haven't heard an artist producer duo since Ray Shrimmer and
What
Mike
you mean?
the whole-
Metro and,
I mean-
and
Yeah,
Future.
the old Future and Metro. Joint.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that came before Ray Shrimmer and Mike
That just dropped.
That's what Like That is on.
No, but when Metro first came, Future was always with Metro doing songs. That I think I heard.
I feel like they're around the same time. I
Really,
feel like that era. Yeah, Future, Metro,
Ray and all of them.
Ray, Mike Will. Then it's Zaytoven and Gucci. Like I feel like that.
Waka,
That's like a whole
yeah,
era.
Camp, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my point. Then my point is like I
guess you
haven't.
can kind of consider these Nas runs too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. True. That is a good one.
Yeah.
That's really.
That's because they've been on a run, like for real.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel the shift probably happened.
Come on, shit.
I'm trying to.
You
I'm
saying
trying
that
to
shit happen in Atlanta? I feel you, because niggas just be in Atlanta with an engineer and 50 beats from random niggas.
yeah, I feel the main person that comes. I want to say 40, but I feel like it's really Alex Toomey. Like with that whole Young Thug era, like I feel like that specific like way of doing things. Like I just keep thinking of them.
Nah, it's 40. It's 40. Because, I mean, yeah, Alex Toomey, Thug, yeah. I mean, definitely influential. You know what I'm saying? But nowhere near as influential as the whole partnership of 40 and Drake. You know what I'm saying? Even if you were to discuss, like, chronologically, even if Toomey and Thug came first, which I don't think they did, but even if that's what happened, we're not. I mean, is what comes first really matter in terms of like what was the most influential?
Right.
And that is definitely 40 and Drake. Yeah.
See, but it's interesting because in that regard, 40 is the producer and engineer. So like,
Yeah, that was one of the nuances I was having. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff is like co-production. Like 40 has solo joints with Drake,
Yeah.
but a lot of that shit is they
Boy
send 40
Wonder.
to beat and then 40 does the second half type shit.
Yeah.
When it get all filtered out and it's slow halftime,
Yeah,
that's
that's
40
40.
signature. Like,
Yeah.
but the beginning be Boy Wonder or something.
Yeah.
But that's another like there's like these duos haven't died. I just feel like there's so many different hands that change through these beats that it end up being like 8 people instead of two people
yeah.
now. But Boy Wonder and Drake is still you know the one, like, you know what I'm saying.
have they done a whole project?
No, I don't think so.
and I guess that's more so what I'm saying too. Like, there was a moment where like it was one producer on the whole entire project. Whether they probably didn't produce everything, well,
That shit died in the 90s. Then if you really want to talk about it,
Would you say that was Illmatic, man? when that died off, or was it before then?
Was what Illmatic?
When like the whole producer and a rapper making a whole project, like idea,
Came?
died off.
Oh, died off. Or began to die off. Probably. Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. I think maybe. I think that played a role. But I think what we're really talking about is like for example, when were groups like Gang Starr no longer commercially successl?
yeah,
Right? Because, you know, you had Gang Starr, you had like Pete Rock and CL Smooth, you had like Eric B and Rakim, you had, you know what I'm saying, all of these clear duos. You know, but then I do think, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably was Illmatic, because Illmatic was just seen as like, this is how you make a classic album, you know. And I don't think it was instantaneous. I don't think as soon as Illmatic came out, all right, it was like, yo, fuck these, you know what I'm saying? But I do think over the span of a few years, and I also think, I feel like the dawn of the super producer really did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I think you had producers like Premier, and you know, and RZA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like, I do feel like while those were people who owned rap for some, you know, moment of time, I do feel like there was like a different tier of like global success when you brought in the Pharrells, the Timbalands, the Just Blazes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then I feel like, you know, it's somewhere in the mix too is like the Black Album. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jay was kind of really known for like picking producers.
Yeah,
he got
you know what I'm
duos
saying?
with like every
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And like really creating these like extremely, you know, highly varying projects that seemed to feel like cohesive. You know, so yeah, man. I don't really think. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say when things change, but I do think Illmatic played a part. I think Jay-Z played a part. And then I think producers, you know, becoming like $500,000 producers became a part. You know, like when Pharrell and Timbaland were charging $500,000 or $250,000 for one beat.
Yeah, you get one of these on your project,
That's it.
and then we
Bro,
going
just get a
somewhere
single.
else.
Yeah,
we going
You're
somewhere
just
else.
getting a single. Like that's it.
Yeah, is this really like a label conversation? Like this, the label shifted into, all right, we need this sound, so we're gonna go here, but we also need this for the club, so we're gonna go here, and then you can do whatever else with your homie that you grew up with or whatever. Like,
Real quick, the typical like going rate from what I've been seeing is like for like a beat maker producer to get like the base rate is around $5,000 from the label. If you get a placement.
All right, bro.
All right, you about to be out, Neen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, G.
Y'all continue on.
Yeah.
The going rate is about $5,000. How much do you think today Timbaland's gonna get for a beat?
Nowhere near.
This is a great question.
Today?
Yeah.
yeah. So he was definitely. Didn't he say we've heard him say like $250K, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he getting.
I don't think that's
nowhere
the
near.
case
I don't
You
even
probably
think.
get a good 20.
I don't even think he gets. I don't even think he cares to get or does get
Yeah.
upfront payments anymore. I think he. Well, I don't know. I'll say. I think he does. I think he does, but it's a certain level. Like, cause he works with like the up and coming person in Miami. I be seeing him in Miami with people that I ain't never heard of, but they got like 20K followers.
He's always on TikTok as well, doing live streams, looking for new talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So-
them folks ain't signed to a label. I'm talking about like
So them folks.
Lil Baby.
But I'm saying, like, if it's a Lil Baby joint, Metro say this all the time. If it's a Lil Baby song or whoever hot right now song, I don't think he asking for I need my producer
He's
rate.
leveraging that out.
I think he leveraging like I need the points on this record because he know the record gonna do some
Yeah.
crazy shit. I would be surprised if he's even.
I'm saying, but what do you think he could reasonably ask for?
I don't know.
At the low level is 5 G's.
He not get five.
I think he get 10.
10. Nah, I think he more. I think he like a 50.
Oh,
I say
A 50,
20.
100K.
I say probably about 20K for a good song.
I say that because I'm just thinking like, obviously we know Timbaland, we love Timbaland, but I'm like the up and coming artist or whatever. Like Timbaland's forcing himself to be out there with the young niggas for a reason.
Oh, I mean, what I'm saying is like the top producer. Like, you know what I'm saying? How much do you think
Probably-
is like the going rate for
Probably 50,
the top
100.
level
For the top
producers?
50 to 100.
Well, I don't know because I heard what's homie name? I think
AI
it
is
was
cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. That's right, big dog.
that's what,
Period.
and
He said
Alex,
20 to 40K.
Doom, yeah. Hold on, let me acknowledge some of these comments. So yeah, Alex, shout out to Alejandro, Doom and Madlib. No, I mean that's what we was talking about. Like, well, R.I.P. to MF Doom, of course, but that's one of the things is like we're saying that era of like. I mean, we didn't mention No Worries. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
which is probably which y'all was clowning me for saying
No
that was the
Worries,
next
yeah.
era of a Mad
were?
Villain, but
Uh,
but ain't
that's-
nobody clicking up like them two. So I don't know. Anyway,
But what did? All right, forgive me for my ignorance. But did Doom and Madlib do anything other than Mad Villain? Is that a duo? Like they made an amazing project for sure. But do they have any other bodies of work?
well, no, they teased Mad Villainy too.
So
but
it's
it
just
never
one
dropped.
project.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
the
I
one
wouldn't
project.
consider. They did some amazing work, but is that a duo? Like we talking about albums of Eric B and Rakim is a duo. Like they
yeah,
I
Metro
feel like they only got
Future.
the one album though, because they split up.
Eric B and Rakim. No. Well, maybe you're right. But I'm talking about them type of genres.
But that's what
long-
Don't
Future
Worry
and
did.
Metro. Yeah,
No,
Don't
Don't
Worry
Worry only got
did.
one joint.
no, they got
Well,
several.
they got an EP now. They just
They got a
dropped
bunch
the
of shit, right?
Well, they only dropped one album, and now they.
Then what is a duo then?
Well,
So we,
That's what I'm
think of-
saying. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
we gotta
I think
define
of
like
I feel like the
Metro,
duo can be one
Future,
project.
and-
okay.
you think so?
Future and Metro
I feel like
would be a good example.
Like they year runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Ray
I'm
Sherman
thinking.
and Mike Will. Like
Yeah,
Tim-
that's what I'm thinking. Someone when I
Timbaland
think
and
of-
Missy.
Yeah,
Like those
duos
are duo. Manny
y'all-
and Lil Wayne.
They
Yeah.
built the sound together. Like you, 9 times out of 10, if you
I feel
won't
like
hear
Doom
these
and Mad
artists
was a
stuff.
collaboration. Like they admired each other.
Yeah.
They might have like picked each other's sound from afar,
Yeah.
and then they came together.
Who was making all Lil Jon beats?
Lil Jon,
John was the producer.
Lil Jon was there.
Lil Jon and Yin Yang to me.
That was there.
Lil Jon in Atlanta in 2000.
In Atlanta,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Lil Jon in Atlanta.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I see what you're saying. That you talk about like
Or even
producer
like
that
with DJ
started
Paul-
with-
I
that
mean,
started with
Juicy
a Jon.
J and 3
Yeah,
Six,
Juicy
like,
J,
he
3
was
Six,
the
Deep
producer
Pilot
for
J.
them, Yeah.
But see, okay, I guess.
But back to the how much these folks getting paid. I feel like it's super low now because I think I heard Hitmaker say like he's getting paid like $50K for a project. So like if he's getting that for a project, and he's been known like he making hits. And he
Hitmaker.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who'd you say it was?
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker get $50K for a project.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like it was an interview. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was
Probably like
Hitmaker.
6 years ago because he went.
Nah,
he did
this
have
was
a nice
this was
run.
recent. This was like I want to say I seen this interview maybe a year or two ago,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and he spoke on his IG, and I was like, to me, I'm like, man, $50K for a project, that's fire. But thinking about when you're up there, $50K ain't,
Yeah, so not really considering all the back end stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
obviously
was-
that's a part of the conversation
Right.
we don't really know, and super individual. But in terms of like going rates, if $50K is for a project,
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Yeah.
yo, it might be like 10. Then.
Yeah, but I also think too. That's what I'm saying. But I also think about too. I heard.
Get the Timbo beat for 10. Hey, Timbo.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm trying to rap on the
know,
Timbo
bro.
beat.
I don't know, and
10K,
especially
give me
like
a beat.
because I feel like we respect Timbaland and feel like Timbaland is one of them. But I don't think the current generation is really looking for Timbaland.
I feel like because of what Timbaland has done recently, and his like streaming,
Yeah.
like the stuff he's did with the streaming services and like the brand he's built.
That's-
Right,
yeah.
he's an actual influencer, and new people are being introduced to him.
Yeah.
So because
So he's forcing his way back in there, yeah.
because he did that.
Yeah,
Nah, he's
and nostalgia is like the biggest commodity right now, and
True.
he is in that era of people going back
the
to. So he's
the 2K
definitely.
era is hot right now.
True. Because Jermaine Dupri is
My pop said Eric B and Rakim had 4 albums together, so
so
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, that's a duo.
He said
I
slash.
should
he
know
major
that. I
shit.
did
No,
know that. I did. I would let him get his.
Nah, bro, he's-
I knew that.
Nah, bro.
I knew that. I could name her right now, but I don't even feel like doing it.
20 to 40K. All right,
Damn.
well,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
I
different.
wouldn't even put it in that range. And we still talk about Timberland, right?
I'm just
bro,
the top.
Timbaland should be getting
Timbaland get
70,000.
50K, bro.
He
At least.
should.
Yeah,
He should.
should be.
This is why, because there are
But that
rappers
ain't how
that
it's
get
going
50K
down.
for a feature.
Yeah, he getting 50K, bro.
Nah,
Nah,
he's-
Hitmaker, respect the Hitmaker. That nigga's not.
Nah, he's not Timbaland.
So
No,
Yeah.
Timbaland getting.
I agree with that. He's not Timbaland.
Yeah, and he's writing the songs too. He's not making them beats. He
Yeah.
pulling in so many. I don't know. Shout out to Hitmaker, but
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm
but-
thinking about. So, how much you think Hit Boy gets for a beat?
Man,
But what's his rate? This is we talking about Beyonce.
I'll
niggas
say
in Paris,
it depends
like,
on the production. It'll depend on like what he's doing. What's going on
Nah,
with the
your
production.
name.
Yeah.
Your name is the brand.
There'll
now,
be a
like-
base rate just because of who you are.
Yeah, that's.
How much you think
I feel
Tay
like
Keith getting for a beat? That's a real.
Yeah,
like Hit
nah,
Boy.
he's-
I feel like Hit Boy. He's not he might got it right, but I feel like everybody he works with is close.
Yeah,
Tay
it's
Keith is a
different.
nigga that really was
He
still
out here.
selling beats.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how much do you think he?
Yeah, bro.
Or even Mike Will.
Y'all let us know how much y'all think Tay Keith is for a
Tay
beat.
Keith, man, what?
I feel like Tay Keith is getting probably
Maybe 75 to 100 per beat.
Damn, 100K. I don't think he getting 100.
I would
feel
say
like
I would say he's I would bro, I feel like 20K sounds
20,
about
30.
right.
Yeah.
20.
I think it's
He get a
20K.
placement on Beyonce Jump. I feel
That's
like
what I
he
was
get,
just gonna say. Like when, yeah.
I feel like he getting like $20,000.
Okay.
And some,
Okay.
and some good ass percentage.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
He probably not getting good bass percentage out of Beyonce.
Big L said, I say 20 to 40K because he has a catalog in his back pocket like the main library. I feel you on that.
But then he could do 4 or 5 joints.
That's what I'm saying. And it's from what it looks like. His
Yeah, they probably got
process fast.
package deals. Like, all right, well,
and I think that's what it is too. A lot of producers are doing more so package situations now.
yeah, saying like, give me 50K, you pay 50K for this Drake jump.
Referring to Timber. Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah.
referring to Timberland. Mm-hmm. I would say, bro, if he was getting 50, if his job was like $50,000 for a beat, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
But no, I can
can see
believe that.
that.
I can believe that.
I can definitely see
because
that.
I don't know.
And
I
the
was trying to
catalog,
downplay
too.
it. Like yeah, money is. I don't feel like American itself. We definitely don't have the same amount of money as we had back then. The way folks was throwing around. Because thinking about Timbaland getting like 100K for a beat, bro. That's crazy, but it was valued differently then versus now.
I mean,
Facts.
and folks were still buying CDs. Like,
Yeah.
like there was
Yeah,
the actual music game was different, and like with them, we sold 1 million copies. Was like legit copies of the record.
No,
Facts.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Like,
Fact.
We definitely need to figure
Facts.
this out
no,
because
there was crazy amounts of money getting around.
No,
and
big
like,
facts.
and nobody was even like on trying to even get the like the royalty, the points and stuff like that. It was all about the
the
advance.
fun.
back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Now there ain't no advance, so it's like, nah, give me these points.
Or barely even
I
one.
need these
if
points.
you do get one, you have to pay it back within a certain amount of time.
Shit, I think they always like that.
So that was a nice little side mission.
Yeah, sad. Man, I think this one's gonna be all right. So, being political within your music, do you feel like that's something as an artist, like you're supposed to do? Is it something that if you feel like it, do you feel like you have a responsibility to speak on the times, or are you just here to make the vibes? Like,
So this topic came up because there's an Iranian rapper who's maybe like 33 or 32 right now, who just got sentenced to death for protesting
Crazy.
something regarding the Iranian government in his music. So he's on death row right now.
I do
For-
wish I could have understood what he said.
Yeah, for some raps he made, and
On Death Row for rap, it's crazy.
bro,
Yeah, for
So-
real, for real.
And so it just made me
Crazy.
think. It made me think about like, I mean, this topic or this idea is not new for sure, but like, I think I just never seen it with a rapper, or I just don't remember seeing it with a rapper. At least not in my lifetime, where like somebody
the
would
government sent
the
for you.
government put you to death. Like you have beef with the government for a song you made, and I just feel like
We talking about Drake and Kid.
yeah, like we
Come
we
on. No.
we take for granted, like we just grew up in a country where freedom of speech, freedom to protest the government, to criticize the government is a thing that we do on the regular in our household online. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we could literally get on here and say fuck Biden, fuck fuck Trump or whatever.
That's how you
Fuck-
feel.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Wow.
we can say that. Nobody can, and
Donald Trump. Yeah,
nobody
that
can
was
come for me. You know what I'm saying? Like in other places, that's like where you will die. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. With it being hip hop and being a part of this, I just was just kind of thinking like, man, like we have a particular privilege because of where we live and because of the influence we as black people and furthermore as Americans have over just like world culture. And a lot of times like there are people that do something with that platform as artists and other people that choose not to. And so I'm just curious on where do you guys fall because we have this kind of privilege. Do y'all feel like that there is some sort of responsibility to speak on issues?
I mean, for me, I'm one of those type of artists in general. Like, I've always been one to like speak out when I seen some, injustice or whatever, or just felt something wasn't right. I mean, the whole project we did, Molotov, that's what it was. Because I am one of those artists like that look out into the world and be like, damn, this is where we at. Especially when it comes to us, like, black people, whatever, it's living in America. And I feel like we're supposed to, me personally, I feel like that's part of being an artist, is to display how you view the world. And I feel like we're part of history.
Yeah.
We leave our time stamp on and like allow the next generation, when they listen to us, to kind of understand what we went through, what was going on. And I feel like it's also a measuring stick to see if we're still dealing with the same issues or not. Because not everyone is going to go to the history books. And a lot of times these history books, they be flawed or they rewrite them or whatever. And I feel like us as artists, it's up to us to be unapologetic about what's going on, what's happening here, what we're dealing with in our lives, and to speak on them. Yeah. So I definitely feel like there's a sense of responsibility there. So like but again, I'm in America. I'm not sure if I would feel the same if I speak on this, my life, Yeah. I don't know. Like, because being sentenced to death because of, we have freedom of speech, so to speak.
Yeah, it's freedom of speech and freedom to protest, that while it is part of our Constitution, specifically us as black people didn't get to like freely participate.
Right,
And people had to die for us to even be able to do that in the way we can now too.
Right.
So like that's even an added layer of
and I think that's the thing for me, where I feel like we were supposed to, because to get to where we are now, people had to go through that and speak on those things. Like, if we just left it up to the education system, we wouldn't know a lot of things about what happened before us.
So you think it's a rapper's duty, an artist? I ain't gonna say rappers. Well, we are talking about a rapper that had. Let's specifically say rapper.
I mean,
you think
he
it's
was
a
a
rapper's
rapper.
duty to stand up for these causes and fight these battles?
I feel like it's your job to stand up for something. Like, I feel like it's more than just music. It's more than just for the environment. It's more than just the vibe. It's more than just.
It's a personal thing, right? It should be a personal thing.
I feel like it should be, and I feel like if we're truly being honest about it, if you're dealing with these things and you don't feel a way about it, that says more about you than
Yeah. Well, so this is.
No, go ahead.
I feel like music is a personal thing, and I feel like it should be a genuine thing. It should be something that's really unique to you or whatever. And this is why I don't feel like it's a rapper's duty to do any of this. Right. I feel like rappers be feeling like it's their duty and be fucking up the message. Like I feel like Ye at times be feeling like it's his duty to fight some battles and be fucking up the message of those battles. And like, because he that's just it, and Ye is like one example, but it be like a lot of people that say dumb shit, like Wayne or somebody that say some dumb shit on TV and fuck up a whole 10 years of somebody's work that's like really been trying to like preach this message and really cares about it, but since you have a platform and you got 1 million followers and people looking up for you to say some shit, you feel like it's your duty to say some shit. Nah, you don't. If you don't care about this, don't speak on these issues. I feel like it has to be genuine. I don't feel like and if you really want to be honest, you shouldn't be my fucking role model, bro. You're a rapper. Like, my role model is my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my role, and if you ain't got no pops or whatever, like,
you're for entertainment type.
I really feel like it's just America, bro. We place. I mean, look at where the money goes. Like, we place way too much value on entertainment and all of this shit. Like, we looking at LeBron when somebody die on the streets. Like what fuck LeBron gonna do, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what your neighborhood doing? Like, what your hood doing? Like, I feel like I do not feel like it's their duty. I don't feel like it's now. If this shit really affects you and you really can speak on it and you really done your research, you know what's going on. Hell yeah, it's like and you got the platform. Hell yeah. Talk your shit I'm not saying like I would never expect the baby, Lil Baby, or
anybody of that nature to come out and speak on like what's really happening out here. Like that's,
No,
that's
I mean,
not
they
there.
might. Like I don't know them niggas. Like the baby might be like he might be in touch with that shit. Like I'm just saying, whoever it is, like don't act like this is your duty or whatever. If you not really,
Yeah, if you're not really locked in on it, yeah. No, I feel that.
and I'm one to know. Like I don't pay attention to a lot of shit. Does definitely affects me. Like 2020 was a rough year for us. Period. Like there was a lot of things with Breonna Taylor. Like there was a lot of things that directly affected me. And when it did, I spoke about it. But when it doesn't, when it whatever, like 2020, a whole bunch of shit was coming out. Breonna Taylor was like one of the ones that I really remember because that shit was really crazy to me. But there was a lot of other shit that was like, dang, that's crazy. But I'm not finna speak on it because I don't know the whole situation. I don't know whatever.
Right.
And so
And that's why I guess what I'm saying, like for me, it got to a point to where it was so much shit happening where I felt like I couldn't even enjoy creating or even like, and when all that stuff was going on, and this is how we created Molotov, was because like, I know for me personally, when all this stuff was going on, and I wanted to talk about the dope shit that I found was dope and felt that I was doing, I was involved in, but me personally, like, I felt the way because I'm like, I can't be talking about these dope ass hype songs and shit that I'm creating. I'm like, bro, we got people, dying, people start, like, it's just so many, dynamics that for me personally, like, I couldn't find myself to celebrate.
it really touched you. It really affected you. So you could not.
That's why I'm saying, like, I feel like if you really feel it, like, I couldn't imagine the stuff that Nina Simone was going through and not speaking on that because it was obvious she felt that passionate about what she was dealing with.
I get that.
So yeah, it's.
But I feel like I say this. Like I feel like if it doesn't touch you, I wouldn't. I don't look down on it. Like I would.
Right.
I understand. Like Lil Wayne. I feel like Lil Wayne be saying some dumb ass shit, but sometimes he be like. He just be like, I don't care about that. Like, I feel that like you rich, you've been rich for a long time.
Right,
These issues don't affect you as much. Like, Michael Jordan the same way. Like Michael Jordan do not be talking about none of these. We still gonna go buy this nigga shoes. Like he do not be fucking with none of these issues that people be going through. And I don't look at him no certain way. Cause he's not the nigga to go to for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree. If you're not feeling it, you're not in that space. Nah, but I do feel like there's a
nigga down
part,
the street. Like, LeBron.
Yeah, no, there's a part of
cop
art.
shoot your homie.
Like I feel like there's balance. There's balance. There's a part of art and artists who feel or they're very close to these situations. So and they are very open about the stuff that they're dealing with. So they're going to speak on it. But again, like you said, if I don't feel that I'm not looking to every artist to speak on these things. But like you said, if you're feeling this and you don't speak on this and you don't like put something behind it, if you truly feel a way about it, I feel like you're doing the art itself a disservice.
I'll say, coming from someone who writes exactly how they feel, like even in the moment, like I do agree when C Major said like it's not the artist's duty to, you know what I'm saying, like speak on that all the time. But I do notice what you were saying, when people that do speak on it, they also speak on other things that have nothing to do with them. And that somewhat frustrates me a little bit, only because like if you're gonna speak about like real life shit, like speak from experience. Don't speak about like somebody else's story and you're not even really understanding how that story truly went, or people or speak on people's stories just to make money, just to profit off the fact, oh, I'm speaking for a cause, you know what I'm saying, like
trash,
I'm trying to look a certain kind of way. Like that shit is garbage to me.
I mean, most times you can tell when it's genuine and when it's not. You can hear it.
I will say, hearing this man's story, and I didn't hear about it until a kid, literally just a few, so I haven't done zero research. But that does, I can see why somebody does feel like they have a responsibility, because it's such a free thing, like Kid is saying, it's such a free thing over here.
Yeah.
It's like a thing that we have that's available to us. We can do this without any fear of dying or whatever, that it feels like, oh, bro, I got to, because he like, but I still can't say like bro really felt that, like he willing to die for that.
Yeah.
Are you willing to die? Like,
I mean,
if you're not willing to die for it, then I feel like that's some shit. If it gets serious, and you might not need to, might not need to speak on.
Yeah, I think that I agree mostly with C. I feel like I lean more mostly with you, C Major, but I think there is something to like you know what I'm saying, like just the like the dynamic of like if a random person is like smacking around a woman in the gas station, right? And all the men in there just like they ain't got nothing to do with me and just walk out. That is pretty fucked up. To just watch this happen, you know what I'm saying? And that is a valid idea. Like, yo, I ain't trying to get involved in that. That is none of my business. I don't know them. And that's putting me in harm's way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are all valid things. But at the same time, like, at that point, like, that's 100%
Yeah, but that can
enabling
you can
something.
actually
But so what I'm saying is like there is like, and so you know, if you were in that situation and you walked out and didn't do anything, like I think that there would be an active part inside of most people that is like that would have to like consider their actions, rationalize it, and be like, you know what I'm saying, and make it okay, because there's gonna be dissonance, because there's a part of you that felt like,
yeah.
okay, I had an opportunity to do my part, you know what I'm saying, into making this more safe, right? And so what I'm saying is like, I think that's the part where when you have like a privilege. I do think that there are some responsibilities to be considered. I don't think it's a requirement, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't. And if you don't do that, and I do think that like which issues you speak on, like, are most potent when you actually believe the words you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, or believe the actions you're doing, right? But I think I'm more so thinking about just like not necessarily there's a responsibility to say something, but there's a responsibility that when you see something to make sure you form an opinion, not to just whatever. That's more so what I think is a person's responsibility. And then when you do the work to form an opinion, I feel like that will inform who you are, and that will show up in the art. But a lot of people are choosing not to form opinions.
I will also say it depends on the situation too, because sometimes you can look at something and just be like, it'll look like something you want to speak up on, and then you'll kind of know how it's going to play out, type shit too. You know what I'm saying? If y'all feel what I'm coming from.
I mean, well, most of the situations that I speak on, it's pretty obvious. It's like kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Like for example, like let's just talk about like what's going on in Palestine, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like I made a post that was about Tajin Tapes, which is a weekly beat tape that I've been dropping. And in one of the earlier weeks, I can't remember which one. It had to have been like week 4 or before or something like that. One of the first ones, there was a beat that I made that wasn't about that at all, but it was regarding an experience that I had reading a book by a Jewish rabbi. And so because like I was talking about a Jewish man, and I was particularly speaking about like because the perspective of the book was from like Jewish like disproportionate control of wealth to their population size, right? And so obviously when you're thinking about all that, like this, it's just centered around what's going on with Israel and Palestine and all of that. And so at that point, I felt like I was very uninformed about what was going on. I just had the general idea. There was a lot of people saying that there was an attack that happened, right? And a lot of people were saying that this attack wasn't unprovoked, and it was through years and through decades of disenfranchisement and marginalization and isolation and mistreatment from the controlling country towards another, and this is like the tipping point of all of that, right? And so this is basically the narrative that I got introduced to, but I don't know anything about it. So that's not something I chose to speak on. But what I did speak on was just that, like, regardless, I don't like whoever's right, whoever's wrong, whoever should be there, shouldn't be there. Like, people are dying that aren't soldiers, and that's messed up. And where, you know, and my stance is like, I don't want people to die. And so I made sure that I said that because it was authentic to me. I didn't go speak on you know, free. I didn't say free Palestine. I didn't say yo, Hamas is evil. I didn't say none of that because I don't know. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The way you pronounce that shit make you feel like you know something.
Man, you
Get
got
that
good
pronunciation.
pronunciation, my friend.
But after that, right, seeing the community I was in, right, talk about that so heavily, and this artist community is supposedly the people that I supposedly am a advocate for, that I care about, that I'm trying to lift up with my own artistic efforts and what we're doing, trying to raise the community, the creative community here, right? This is clearly something that people feel is important. So it's not my responsibility to go and say something just because, or even agree with the people that I am in community with, but it is my responsibility to go educate myself. So I did. I went and did deep dives. Like, I watched like, from both sides, like, yo, the Israel side, the Palestinian side, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going back, okay, let me read what were these original treaties. Like, I'm really doing like history lesson to form my own opinion. I think that's the part where people are like, I don't know nothing about that. That's not affecting me. And then choosing to keep it there. Which I feel like, especially as an artist, I mean, just as a forget being an artist, just as a person, isn't just gonna serve the communities that you're in. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, so you expecting somebody to every issue to
no. What I'm saying is like to form an opinion. That doesn't mean you have to be an activist and then you have to go and make songs on. But like the things that we're talking about are like the major things. Like, so this is on a global level, but even at a local level. If people in Orange Mound or whatever are like, you know what I'm saying? If we have a tower, right, that's being erected, you know what I'm saying? We have property.
Damn.
We have property. The tower's already erected. Pause. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. If we have property that we're developing for a community, right, and then we hear that teenagers have gotten shot, that don't have nothing to do with us personally, but because we are involved in that community, because we are adjacent and we claim to care about it, yes, we have to stop and investigate and just be informed on what's happened. Period. Like, and so there are people in our community. There are people in our community that are affected. Like, we know people who are Palestinian. We know Jewish people directly, and these are people that we claim to care about, and that are in our artistic community. And so, yes, this is something that the words talk about. We should be informed. Like, yes, I do agree that you should take some time. It don't have to be all in one sitting, but a little bit at a time. Like, I'm talking about something that I said in Taj and Tapes Volume 4 or before, right? I'm on I'm working on volume 17 now. Right, I'm just now telling you, I'm doing the research, and this is not like a quick thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you just got to dedicate a whole bunch of time to all at once to. But yes, it is important to be paying attention to form an opinion, especially when like because these things do affect us, right? Now, I'm not saying that means now the next jump you got to make an album, but it might come to that, right? I think what I'm addressing is like, you'll never speak on nothing, things that do affect you, if that's your attitude towards life of just like, it don't affect me, so I'm just going to ignore it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if that's, and like, who is that going to benefit? Because at the end of the day, Lil Wayne should not be somebody's role model, but they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that, we are somebody's role model. We done had so many kids walk up through this junk, you know what I'm saying? And like, should they look at me for advice about what's going on in Iran? I hope not, right? Because I don't present to be an expert or that. But the reality is they do. They look at me and advice for of what they can be,
and how to navigate through
right.
these,
So everything that I say will inform how they feel like they should look at life and view life. And so, I don't know. I'm not saying that you got to be political in your music, but I do think that this taught me that, this just reminded me that it is important to pay attention to the issues that are going on. I think the other part of this is like a lot of times when you do that, you form opinions that the majority of people around you don't agree with. Yeah. And then there's also the fear of just even speaking out on things in the first place.
There's the fear of speaking out. Then there's like, does this shit even really matter? Like, I do all this, I do the knowledge. I'm Kendrick Lamar. I make an album. What the fuck does that do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
If you're referring to something like To Pimp a Butterfly, it mattered to a lot of people.
Yeah. But what did he do? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. What did Nina Simone's contribution do? It mobilized people. It gave, because that's what artists do. Like, we have the gift of being able to express things that people think and can't express or don't know how to put into words. This is why comedians should be protected, because they do the same thing. They say the things that we're thinking or have feelings about and are able to articulate it in a way that's understandable, that may polarize people, but also feel like give people the words and the community to be able to communicate on these things. / start the conversations of the people that actually can do something.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that is part of the whole artist thing. Like,
Artist
just
community.
in the same way that like when I started making beats, I didn't sign up to be posting on IG. I didn't sign up to like be talking about what's happening, in the education system. But there is something that's just a part of the course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to, especially when you want to do it with a platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, like, I don't think everybody's issue is an issue that you have to particularly
Speak up.
dedicate your platform to, but I do think it's important to be informed, because your platform is for people, right? You are expressing, you are using what you are being given for your own personal life in expressing yourself, and your gift is not just for you. Like, your story is not just for you, and you can't even pretend to be that way. You can't even move that way, because we chose to do this professionally, and so we're throwing our story and our expression onto other people to consume and to find community around the same things we believe in and find community in, because we want them to support us for that, so we can continue doing solely that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, if you're choosing to even do it professionally or as your main jaunt, like, you have to be in tune with what's going on with the people that you're trying to talk to. And so I think that's mostly the thing. Does that mean you have to make a song about Palestine or whatever is going on? Maybe not, because maybe those resources should be making songs about addiction.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe those resources should be going to making songs about, you know what I'm saying?
Being a runaway or something.
Yeah, fathers, or, you know what I'm saying?
Abandoned.
Education, or specifically the black community, right? But when the black community is talking about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't have the approach to life of,
it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect my pockets. It ain't.
And so, like, my time is better spent elsewhere. It's just, it don't have to be all right away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like it's such an extremist way to look at things, and that's daunting, to be like, damn, another war. Now I got to sit down and do a whole history lesson all at once and just be informed so I can have these conversations. It's like, nah, you can, but you got you can pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling right now. But a rapper just died, so I'm feeling particularly passionate about it. So a rapper just died to do some stuff that I could do. We was just rapping on the porch yesterday outside for 3 hours. What'd you say?
Oh, hold on, wait.
It's a rapper that did just die.
I'm talking about the Iranian.
Hey, he ain't dead yet, right?
Oh yeah, he ain't died. He on death row.
Come on,
I'm sorry. He on.
boy.
Sorry.
He might got to come back.
My bad. I didn't mean to censor you like that. He on death row, right? Meanwhile, we was just freestyling, talking about, and Trump and political stuff just came up. And while we was sipping Gold Brew, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coffee Black, the return of Gold Brew. We were just outside chilling, enjoying a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in a different country, we could have been arrested for that. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, not only do we have the freedom, but the whole world does still pay attention to the things we say.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, nah, let me at least pay attention. Let me at least, see what's going on. Especially when it's affecting our people, which are creatives.
Yeah, yeah. I agree, man. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
All right. Well, I guess are we switching over to
Pace
the
yourself.
to the playlist?
Oh yeah, the playlist. Let me
yeah,
switch.
oh,
Switch with
sorry.
you. All right, y'all. Underground AF. What? Yo, do y'all remember? I think we got like one more week left.
I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me pull this up. For those of you who are unfamiliar, we have an app called the Unapologetic World app, and the main reason we made it is because I can't type and talk at the same time for some reason. The main reason we made it is because, speaking of community, like we. It's very important for us to build community, not only for an artistic. Hold on, y'all. Just give me 1 sec. I think I just misspelled the website. All right, here we go. There we go. I just typed in our the website, the web version of the app, and it said the domain was not there, and I was like, oh shit, what just happened? But I misspelled it, which seems to be typical of me. But I also told y'all I couldn't talk and do this at the same time. The underground.
I think it's on the
AF.
main. It was on the main page.
I'm trying to. There you go. Okay. So anyway, we have an app that we made because community is important to us and very important to what we do. But in the places that we can build community are controlled by people that don't care about artists or whatever we got to do and can take away our communities from us. They can ban us from these accounts, and they also can change the algorithm. So the people that signed up to be a part of our communities and to be in community with us don't even see the things that we make, and we can't see the things that they make. So we decided that we was going to make a place that was void of all those issues and that we can creatively control the experience as well. And so we birthed the Unapologetic World app, and it has evolved in the past 4 months significantly.
Yeah.
And so in that, part of the community building that we've been doing is we have a place for unmixed, unmastered, and unreleased music. Because as artists, typically, unless you're in a very specific time in your life, most of the things that you make don't see the light of day, right? They sit on your hard drives because it takes so many resources and times that you're trying to figure out how to officially release everything that you do. But that doesn't mean that music doesn't have value or shouldn't be heard. And so we made a place for all the unfinished projects, right? Called Underground AF Radio. And it's where anybody from all across the world can submit their music to this playlist and be in community with other artists doing the same. And we like to highlight some of those tracks on this podcast type beat. And that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to play maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah.
2 or 3 joints from the playlist from this week. And yeah. So where should we start? Which one should we start with?
Alejandro, for sure.
Man, facts.
Yeah, Alejandro, if you still there, say what's up in the chat. Shout out to Alejandro, man. We just did Coachella together this past weekend for YG Marley / Miss Lauryn Hill / the Fugees
Flex.
/ Busta Rhymes
Look at that.
/ Skip Marley.
Come on, bro. Who would say slash Kanye West slash.
Yeah, and I think the Fugees are coming to Memphis next weekend, so I probably won't be doing Type Beat next weekend. I'll be working on that. And yeah, he's here. What up? What up, bro?
What up?
Alejandro. So yeah, we got Alejandro Villain Fly Guy remix. And I hope this is set up for success.
about some shots that a nigga need to shed off my flesh as I pop at another nigga bread. Hit you in your head, 4, 5, 6, head crack.
But nah, what's good? Lots of hits this week. Been loving that Alejandro Villain X Fly Guy remix. That's what's up. That's what we playing. Let's get it.
Now you feel dead. Infrared beam in a teardrop thinker. Genocide nigga, you pussy nigga linger. Down for my time and I'm down for my love. 45 slugs hit a nigga straight up. Hey, pay me, hey, pussy pay, ho. That pussy a Wuhan boy, ho, I pay low. 31 shots of Santeria, a-ho. With voodoo or voodoo, I bet I say yeah. Keep your mind on your mask, kid. Horror form of classics, drastic. Villain hydrochloric acid, splastic. Pulling out, steady blasting. Pow. Pinstripes on a basket. Style wild, shutter grab easy. It's only entertainment though, one thought out completely. Sad to me that could get him to drop and bag clean. Master schemer, expert in that arena, puffin' Pasadena. You read the grass was greener. Black beamer, I inch, gyrate. Rubbing shoulders with pigs who don't fly straight. Just ate, causing indigestion. Soon regurgitate into profits, no question. Nosy agents sniffing around. Pay attention, you can take that to the bank. Thanks, don't mention pleasure's all mine. Ain't mad at y'all. Clear advantage like playing battle ball on Adderall.
This shit's so crazy.
I'm doing 2 minutes. 2 minutes of these joints. So, but yeah, that was hard. Alejandro, I'm kind of pissed you ain't send me that. It's all right. It's all right. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You're doing the right thing. Submit it to Underground AF. You know what I'm saying? But you could have played that when we was out there. But whatever. It's all right. We was busy. I get it. Whatever. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Thought we was homies. But you know what I'm saying? That's cool. All right. Who we got up next, y'all?
Gonna play my giant. It's on songwriter vibes.
Okay. Unique and Buko?
Yeah, I wrote this in 2019.
Bet.
And he sampled my voice.
There's a bigger world than what you see. Open your eyes. Trying to show you something better, not just physically. Open your mind. Give it a try. We got plenty space to thrive. Making plans in a bigger way for life. Not doing things the usual way. Yeah, we gon' switch it out. Nobody here but us, so boy, let's do something different. Open up. I'm not just talking about your body, no. Open up. I'm trying to open up your mind. Open up. Won't you let me get inside? Give you that gentle stimulation now. And ain't no simulation now. Won't you open up? That's all I want you to do. This goes deeper than the surface. Us together, it's not by accident. There's a purpose. I promise I'll be worth it. Just don't close me out. See what I'm all about. Make it rise without the sun. Need just have a feeling food for thought when I'm done. Compare me to no one. Don't just crack the door. Open up a little more so I can show you different. I'm not your ordinary girl.
That was Unique and Buko. Open.
That shit
That
hurt.
y'all was getting freaky.
Freak ass, freak ass shit we get
Talking
going
about
on.
some
Something
open up.
open up. Fuck that going on, man. Yeah, close this shit up. Right now.
Right now.
Close the door.
Right now.
Close the door.
Close that motherfucker.
Close the door.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you record that yourself?
No, we recorded that at the studio that I was working at before.
Okay.
I came here.
I was
real R&B hit shit.
Yeah, I was noticing like the saturation on the vocals, and I was trying to figure out like, yo, how did that come about? You know what I mean?
Thank you, Alejandro. Gracias.
Goodness unique. You know what I mean? You got some
Gracias,
good
bro.
eyesight. Oh, it's also showing up over here. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Like, bro, this giant way in the corner down. All right, so I feel like, man, Crumb Bum submitted like 3 joints.
Do
So
the 50 cents one.
50 cents, Crumb Bum,
50 cents.
50 cents short of a fish
Period.
sandwich. All right, cool.
I bet
And
you
it-
somebody outside holding that sign up right now. And somebody trying to get 50 cents. Usually they holding up a sign $1 short of a taco. Right.
Oof. Yes, sir.
Come on, Nathan.
Yeah.
Did you just say it? Just like this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I like that.
And that is 2 minutes. You want to hit a rest? Peep out the playlist. Yeah, shout out to Crumb Bum. That was dope. Man, it's so interesting how like, bruh, like how many songs like, you know what I'm saying, that be on the radio just got like a drum break. Not like
I mean,
using a drum break, but like a break in the song with
the
just the
drums.
drums. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you just don't really be hearing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? No more.
Unless it's just some 808.
Yeah. All right, I'm very curious about this, John. So I just want to play.
Yeah.
So,
Like, but my boy got the queen down. It's that deep. You know, this some grimy shit.
right?
That nigga name Colleen, bro. This
Yeah.
shit.
Yo, this look.
no.
Right, look like LJ.
What's the
I knew you was going to say that
It
shit.
look like
I knew
LJ a
you was
little bit.
finna say
What's
LJ, does he have that saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Flat
know
girl
he was
swag.
finna
You know what I mean?
what's the over under that this beat got a break beat in it?
Huh?
What's the over under this beat got a break beat in it?
I feel like it, with his look, I feel
Gotta
like
break it.
he got to break.
This beat got a break beat in it.
You know what though? I be feeling like I probably don't, bro. If he was from the West Coast and he looked like that, maybe. But I feel like if this is like straight New York, you know what I mean? The sample's probably gonna be in the junk the whole time. If anything, it's gonna be a sample break.
Damn, I ain't know this old girl back there in the back.
Oh yeah, she posted. Hopefully she's
Oh.
okay. She's good. Yeah, I think it's a picture.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, Kaleem, self-reflection. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a drum break.
Yeah.
I don't know about the drum break.
Okay. You probably got these
I like his flow.
Yeah.
representing Queens. Let's go.
Period.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how subtle that is.
That's what she said. That is 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Clean. Also, shout out to A9 in the comments, bro. We missed you on this playlist. I don't know if you was on the last one. Of course you weren't, but man, we need to get you some more stuff back in here. But also shout out you for hitting up Alejandro to get some more of his stuff. Like, it's really what the chat is about. You really making it in the community. I fuck with that.
Appreciate you.
And both of those dudes are really good dudes.
Amazing, bro.
Speaking of which, Anon, give a thumbs up if you pronounce your name Anon,
Or A9.
or a fire emoji
On.
if you pronounce your name Anon.
I feel like it's
I just
A9
wanna
because the
be
way that A
like-
is lowercase. I think you might be right.
So thumbs up.
I just want to be the difficult person in the room and on.
Send 2 in for the last one.
Nah,
So
say
yeah,
this.
that's probably for the next one that's dropping.
Then say this.
Bet. So yeah, thumbs up if it's Anon, fire emoji if it's Anon.
I'm like, it's neither one.
And on.
It's neither one.
If it's neither one,
Neither one.
just say
What if I got it?
Fuck y'all niggas.
just say yeah. Just say aha. We just waiting on that. Okay, so while we waiting on that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go ahead and give the salutations. You have been watching / listening to Type Beat, a producer podcast. A producer podcast here at Outer Space and Unapologetic Studio in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
My name is Kid Maestro, and behind me there is...
Put up thumb and fire. He said, yep.
Either one.
Either one.
Either
What
one.
about my
Okay.
way, bro?
It's neither of those.
That wasn't like, we don't.
Unique, period.
C major. Shout out to my boy A9.
Did I say my name?
Yeah, you said that now.
Okay, cool.
You can say it again.
I'm Kid Maestro.
I don't think you did, Joe.
I'm so used to
I
saying
don't
it
think
last.
you did, Joe.
I don't even know what I do. I don't know.
You do it. Don't you do
Oh yeah, it's your boy Kid Maestro.
It's your
Okay,
boy.
fam, it's that one. Right?
It's your boy.
Oh yeah. I see. I'm so used. Yeah, y'all know what it is. All right, so it's A9/Anon. Alejandro, everybody in the chat, thank y'all for being here,
Appreciate
and we
you.
are out.
Peace.
Period.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit. Here we go again. Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.